ever see it again. Are you surprised when you look back? Did you expect this kind of a run?
Oh, I didn't dare hope for this kind of a run. It was 7 years.
Yeah.
It was a gift. It's still giving. I mean, I'm directing Deep Space Nine now, and I'm involved. I'm still in the family, and it's.
Well, that's it. And you made your directing debut on The Next Generation. What is it with? I imagine it's something different with every actor, but what is it with you that said, "I want to direct"?
It's sort of a cliche, isn't it, with actors? I don't know what took me so long to realize what fun it could be. I had done a lot of television, some good, some bad, prior to Star Trek. And so I'd been around enough directors to realize that some of them were wonderful at it, some of them provided an atmosphere that you could really create in and have a ball in, and some of them made life harder than it needed to be. So I thought I would try to be one of the former, and I learned as much as I could about editing, which was the weak area for me. So I spent like 300 hours in the editing room.
Wow.
And Rick Berman, our producer and the new father, the godfather, or the stepfather, or whatever he should be called, of Star Trek, was kind enough to give me a directing slot. I'm sure he hoped that I would go away and lose interest, but I didn't. And he was a good enough man to give me a slot, and it's worked out, and I'm about to direct my 10th episode.
Wow. And
be careful with the stamps from St. Vincent.
Stamps from St. Vincent's over. Well, the episodes you've directed have been very, very highly acclaimed. What would you say would be different about the ones you directed than the other?
I wish I could say there was something different about the ones I directed. What really happens when you're directing episodic television is you are at the mercy of the luck of the draw. As the scripts come out, they're assigned to the director who has episode 8. Okay. If episode 8 is a great script, you look like a great director. I wish it were more than that. I think that simplifies it more than it needs to. But, for instance, the first thing I did was called The Offspring, which was a memorable episode, not for my directing, but for the fact that it was a fabulous story, and it was a data story. It was a classic science fiction story that Data built a computer-generated daughter.
That's right.
It addressed all sorts of issues that people were interested in. Brent Spiner is only brilliant. So I just had to point the camera in the right direction, and I smelled like a rose.
That is very nicely put. I think that this is the first time I've heard an actor actually give credit right down the creative chain. That was very nice.
Well, it's true. If you get a good script, you really have to be a moron to screw it up.
Now, these, I understand from my producer, these are just about sold out. They're brand new to the show. They're actual postage stamps. You're getting theoretically...
All those people from St. Vincent's are calling.
That's right. I can't buy them a machine at the post office. Where? Actually, these probably, more than likely, if I know my Trek memorabilia, these probably never made it to the post office in St. Vincent.
Those are actually very cool.
Aren't they? They're great, great shots.
Those are good shots.
C15-161.
Good luck.
$27.50. And also still available is the lighted figurine. I just got more faxes in my the lighted figurine, $60, brand new to the show. Push the button, and you hear William Shatner as a Smurf actually giving the opening to Star Trek. It's a little.
Are you going to give us a little bit of that?
Little speaker.
Come on.
But I'm trying. It's sort of like, well, face, the final frontier, please avoid it. You asked.
Boy, I thought maybe we were going to sing the Alexander Courage theme for us.
No, Donna Harfinist, the host who's on before me, actually did that today. She has a beautiful voice. We had no idea. She just broke into it.
She sang the Star Trek theme?
Yeah.
I got here too late. I was on the plane.
That's true. We got this panicked phone call that you hit classic Philadelphia traffic, too, on your way down.
I was familiar with it. I've been on the Shortkill. I'm from Bethlehem.
That's right. You're
right. So it was all too familiar.
Penn State student.
I am a Penn State graduate. Proud of it.
That's exciting. And in the early days, we have a common bond because I wrote for Marvel Comics for a while. And
575 Madison? Did you work there?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, let's talk about them.
Really?
My first experience with spandex suits.
That's right. This man played Captain America. And did you actually play?
Well,
at mall promotions and live shows.
You're being very kind.
And did you go to the White House? I know you were invited.
I was at the White House at the Amy Carter Environmental Lawn Party. That was the high point of the Captain America appearances.
Oh, boy.
Charlie Davis, who plays Spider-Man at the same time, and I used to tour mini malls, comic book stores, and do 8 or 10 appearances in a day for like $50 for the day.
Right.
And we'd have an itinerary. We'd be assigned, somebody would pick us up at an airport in a Ford Taurus and they'd say, here's where we're going today. We'd get a block away, and the driver would say, okay, Mr. Frakes, you ready? And I'd be sitting in the back of the car. I'd pull the spandex cowl up over my head, stick on the plastic Captain America ears, go to the trunk of the car, get the garbage can lid with the painted circles with the star on it.
The shield.
And here, I kid you not, get up on the roof of the car, hold the shield, and ride into the parking lot. That's Captain America.
Is there video of this?
I'm afraid there may be.
Okay, guys, we will roll the video. We're surprised. No, we tried to get something.
We did Bozo the Clown show.
That's something. Oh, by the way, the stamp.
See, you were gobstopped there for a moment. You were speechless.
Bozo the Clown. Well, we have our first sellout. I was wrong. It wasn't the movie poster. It was the stamps. But I often am wrong. It's live TV. Live with it. The stamps are
Go with
gone.
it. The whole St. Vincent thing sold big.
Gone. Big time. I hold in my hand a bunch of faxes that we'll get to in just a moment.
Give it the dweeble sound.
But this is the dweeble sound. This is the Next Generation movie soundboard pin. The one that the communicator that will appear in Generations, the Star Trek 7 motion picture. And I have a couple of questions here. Are you ready?
Still Art Carney. Let's have them. Fire away.
By the way, the T-shirt, it's 15 minutes into the show. We're out of control. We're going to have big
T-shirt,
fun.
gone.
Gone, out of here. Home run.
Starfleet Academy T-shirt, out of here.
It's all those washouts that couldn't make it into the Academy. They're going to go try to pick up
I was
Star
there.
Trek
I really
things.
went. People who buy Yale sweatshirts.
That's right.
Yeah, I went to Yale.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I went to the
I was in the Starfleet Academy with Wesley Crusher.
Yeah, that's right. A question from Nicholas Sciano of Holbrook, New York. Nicholas asks, will there be any appearances of the Next Generation characters in future